OMG Nation, I am extremely excited. I told you guys that something was coming up today. Back up at Wesley Chapel Harley Davidson. Today I'm doing a video not on this guy right here, although I think this is for sale up here. You might want to check their website. I am doing a video for me for the long awaited 2024 Harley Davidson CVO ST. I am so excited to get on this bike and to tell you guys how I feel. But most of all, since this bike has come out and since I've seen other YouTubers do videos on this 2024 CVO ST Road Glide, I have wanted to get on this bike and test it out for myself. Today, we're gonna do that. Let's get to the walk around. Oh man, guys, look at this right here. The 2024 CVO ST. Look at this. Look at this black. Oh my gosh. Can you guys see that flake in there? I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Can you guys see the flake inside of here? It looks amazing. Every bit of this carbon fiber right here, it's injected. So any one of these that you see, any bib that you see like this, any tank bib right here that you see, is all going to have a different pattern because it's injected. All right, let's get this thing rolling. Woo, yeah, nice little startup right there. All right, we're in neutral. Feels good. Let's go ahead and close the vent. Oh, I'm starting off in track mode. I don't want to start off in track mode. I was like, my goodness. Let's go back to Ray mode. Okay, we're gonna start off in Ray mode. Oh yeah, okay. I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready for the track mode to start off. Oh man, this thing is positioned so well for me. I'm digging it. All right, here we go. My very first experience with a CVO ST, with an ST period. And instead of doing just a regular ST, I jump right up to the CVO ST. I'm an overachiever, brothers. Oh man. Woo. Let's shut my visor. I'm gonna try to stay, because it's getting towards lunchtime around here. So I'm gonna try to stay where there's not a whole lot of traffic. Kind of part of what I wanted to feel with this bike right here is I just wanted to come over here and take a look at it real quick. I'm gonna set it on the kickstand right here. Okay, so just take a look at this right here, man. This bike just looks like an absolute beast. Before I get started here, I just wanted to take one more look at this bike. Look at the exhaust, how good the exhaust looks. The CVO, the Screaming Eagle, all the badging on here, everything's put in a perfect place. I love, absolutely love the way that this carbon fiber fender looks on here. These LED lights, I mean, look at that, guys. That just looks amazing. I'm gonna get on this ride, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. I love floorboards. This smaller floorboard, more designed for performance. It feels great so far. And I've only been on it for a few seconds, but I'm so excited. Alcantara seat. This suede right here is inside of the Lamborghini, I believe, is what I've been told. But let's get on the road. We're in rain mode. Woo, man. The Rockford Fosgates. I know I don't talk much about the stereos when I do these, in the speakers when I do these bike first impressions, simply because I talk on my rides and every time I'm riding for the most part. But I really love the way that it's set inside of this fairing on the Road Glide. It just kind of fits in there. Oh, why do I have that open? I left that open. That's good. See, the pockets are deep right here. Even if you leave it open and roll down the road, your phone doesn't fall out. All right, so I'm still in ray mode. I'm gonna start off in ray mode, get this thing a little bit of gas in ray mode just to see how it does. Oh yeah, baby. That feels good right there. So taking off in ray mode, that thing, it still had a whole lot of power, which was very exciting. This bike is just so light. Look at this, guys. Here we are with the counter steering. I'm barely pushing on the bars, barely pushing on the bars. And this bike, it wants to do what you want it to do. All right, so I'm gonna switch over right here into road mode. And then that way when I take off, oh, well, okay. I was gonna take off from a standstill up here and just to see what the difference was. I love the way this seat feels right here. The way you're tucked in, it gives you some back support back, just high enough where it's putting me. I'm 5'10". I don't know, everyone always asks me, what's your inseam? I don't know what my inseam is. Well, we're like a 34 pant. So I don't know what that tells you. It is in a great position where my rider triangle, look right here, I just feel kind of like I'm perfectly positioned for this bike. And then down here, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, that brake pedal, and I'll insert some footage because I don't think you can get a shot from here, but that brake pedal is so wide, and I think that has something to do with the performance of the bike, because you want that brake in case you're going to need it to slow down in a hurry. Not only does this bike get up in a hurry, but it's got the Brembo brakes that with a dual disc on the front, and they are race ready. They look race ready, but more importantly, they're ready to stop. Oh yeah, here we go, right here. So let's get this red light. I've never been more excited to get up to a red light. And then I'll kind of take off a little bit. No wheelies though. I'm not a wheelie kind of guy. But let's just see the difference in, oh yeah, there's a difference. Even in road mode right there, I was able to take off real quick. Wonder if they'd let me go to that airport right over here and run down the runway real quick.
There's gonna be an ST on the landing pad. What's it called, a landing strip? Yeah, so there is a, right over here, there's an airport. I'd love to take this ST right down that runway. If you're watching this video and you were in the Tampa area, Wesley Chapel area, and you have some connections where I can get one of these bikes on that runway, let me know, brother, because I would absolutely love to just take off, kind of like a drag strip. I'm gonna pull over here just a little bit because I want to take off. The next mode is sport mode, and I'm gonna go ahead and get in the sport mode, but I want to be able to kind of come from a standstill, even though I'm really not going to be at a standstill. Could kind of be at a standstill, but we'll see what sport mode does just from the start. This feels like a caged beast. It really does. This bike feels like it's just ready to rip. What's up, brother? All right, here we go. Woo! Oh. Sport mode. I probably could have beat the light. I really probably could have beat the light if I tried. Oh, it even has a growl in sport mode. Holy smokes. I can't imagine. I know I'm flipping through the modes kind of fast, but you know, everybody knows rain mode's safe. Everybody knows road mode's for touring. Sport mode and then track mode is where we really want to be, brothers. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I get up the speed limit quick on this bike. Quick, 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 quick. Now look, not my motorcycle, and I don't plan on getting a ticket in the mail. So I'm gonna do the speed limit, but I just want to feel on this bike. Oh, I knew I should have taken this bike to Mexico. Oh man, what a leaning machine this thing is right here. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, this thing leans for days. That felt so good right there. The neat thing is when I was doing that lean in right there, and I was leaning the bike over doing the counter steering, it felt like the bike just kind of grabbed right there, that line, and just said, yeah, give me more, brother. Alright, so look, I just want to grab this line right here. Look at that. It's not a huge curve, but good enough to where you can just see that I grabbed it and it just wanted to ride and stay there. Let me give it the beans a little bit on this road in Mexico. Woo! 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 That was quick. That was fast. Here's the best part, guys. You don't even have to, how you doing? You don't even have to test ride. You can just tell him OMG MOTO sent you. He test rode the bike for you. Watch out, Mr. Crow. Jeez Louise. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I'm lost. No outlet. Oh, that's good. Yeah, really, I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. I have no clue where I'm at. All right, well, where do I turn around? No outlet. There's a swamp over there. And a swamp over there. I gotta dodge alligators back here. The Showa suspension feels great. I just went over a couple of bumps and that felt amazing. I did not feel it in my back. I didn't feel it in my knees, my teeth. There's another bump. I just purposely took that. Let's see if I can find another one. What's in the road? Deer crossing. There's literally one in the road. Your sign's back here, brother. The deer crossing sign's back there. Look, there's another one. There's the baby. All right, come on. That's absolutely adorable. Can you guys see that? Is there another one coming? I don't know if you saw it. There they go, right in there, a little deer trail. A little mama and a baby. The sign didn't lie. Deer crossing, 50 feet. Look at that right there, that line right there, guys. There it is, right there. Never moved off of it. Just felt so easy. Like this bike was made for that. Made to dig in and just ride lines on curves. Brother, here we go. There's a giant bush in the road. There's all sorts of stuff in this road. Deer, birds, animals, gators. What the heck? All right, so now we're gonna take it to the interstate. We're gonna put it in track mode, and then we're gonna take this bad boy in. And then I'm gonna tell you about it. Like I'm not telling you about it now. If I had a camera facing me, all you guys would see is teeth. Because I'm smiling. From one side of the back of my neck to the other. That means way past ear to ear. All right, so I know this road again has some little twists and curves and turns, and expect delays unless you're on a Road Glide CVO ST. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get into this. Nice, right there. Very nice. Comes another little turn, entering a wildlife area. That wasn't a big one, but it was nice. All right, so now we're about to get ourselves onto the interstate. We're gonna switch modes into track mode as soon as I straighten up, as soon as I get my act together. Man, I love, look at here, flat-footed on this side, flat-footed on this side. I'm telling you, this bike is just in a great riding position for me. Here we go. Whoop. All right, guys, here we go. We have switched into track mode. I'm just going to get us up to interstate speed and just kind of see how fast we can get there. All right, let's see. Looks like everything's clear there. And here we go. Okay, okay, baby. So, woo, woo, that track mode. So it takes everything off, all the safety features, the traction control, all that stuff that makes this a touring cruiser, and then turns this into a racing beast. And all I did was get up to interstate speed. But I'm gonna tell you guys, this thing absolutely wanted to fly. I'm gonna switch back into road mode. Just do a little cruising right here. This bike absolutely had so much. I didn't even tap the surface of the power that's inside of this thing. I'm gonna tell you guys, I was riding with that open purposely because I was using my GPS. Whoa, what do we have here? Let me move over. But it feels so comfortable. It feels like, here's the thing, I tell you, it feels like a beast, but it also still, you still really, it's gonna sound a little contradictive, I know, but you still really never lose sight of the touring bike and how this motorcycle feels if you were just going to lay down and crush some miles. Even when I went into sport mode sounded kind of, and track mode, it sounded like a gargling, flame-throwing dragon. But other than that, it still feels, you get that hint of, oh, this is a race bike. I can take off, I can fly, I can do 100 miles an hour. But it still feels comfortable. It still feels like a bike that you can just kind of cruise and with your buddies. You know, if you wanted to go faster with your buddies and look at them in the rear view mirror, that's a bigger possibility on this bike. You just say, hey, you guys are on slow bikes and I'm on an ST, a CVO ST. It looks better than your bike. It's faster than your bike. Handles better than your bike. Got his duck walked. I make fun of people for doing that, and I just did it. Back in road mode, I feel like I'm on a trip. I'm on a cruise. Again, guys, Wesley Chapel Harley Davidson, this bike, it's going to be on the website. I'll link it down in the description. You can get this bike. It feels amazing. You can tell them that you want to purchase the CVO ST that OMG Moto Ryan took out on a test ride, because you know this one is BA. All right, I had to pull over and change out my battery because I was trying to tell you guys that I'm catching every single red light, and all of a sudden my battery died. But I'm almost back at the dealership, and let me just tell you, this bike has been absolutely amazing to ride. You can tell, especially when you cycle through the different modes, the power that this bike has, how crazy nimble this bike is, especially when it comes to counter steering. You can just absolutely tell this is a different bike, even from the regular Road Glide, even from the regular CVO, this, and even from the ST, the regular ST. Of course, I've never been on the regular ST, but I've watched a lot of videos of guys that have been on regular STs. This CVO ST, it blows them all away, brother. This, I'm just going to put this out there. This is probably the most fun riding motorcycle I've ever been on in my entire life. I said it. I said it. And the good news for you, this bike's for sale. You guys got to get down here. You guys got to get yourselves one of these. This is the pinnacle of a Road Glide. This is the pinnacle of an ST. I can't imagine what they could do from here except more horsepower. But this engine, what's up, brother, is so crazy smooth. It shifts great. Once you learn the throttle control, especially in these higher modes and these more sensitive modes, like, you really don't have to move the throttle a lot. You're just kind of squeezing it and the bike wants to take off. You move the throttle a lot, you might be popping a wheelie in 4th or 5th gear in one of these other modes, sport modes or track modes. It's got so much power. I didn't even get into the deep power bands. I didn't even, you know, get the RPMs way up there. I'm just riding this bike and telling you guys what I feel. Just some dude who's got a YouTube channel that loves to ride motorcycles is just telling you guys how this particular bike right here feels, makes me feel when I'm riding it. And right now I feel like this is the best bike as far as comfort and as far as speed, and let's just say bike agility. I don't even know if that's a thing. I could have just made it up, but roll with me, that I've ever been on in my life. This bike feels amazing. It's a CVO 25th edition 2024 ST. It's up here at Harley Davidson of Wesley Chapel. There's some great dudes up here, and I'm just going to tell you, this was a lot of fun. I'm gonna take the long way. Look at there. Yeehaw! Look at this right here. I love it right here. Yeah, look at that. That's just, this bike feels so crazy light. Did I tell you that? I don't think I've told you guys that. It just feels crazy light. I mean, so light. It's supposed to be, what, 25 or 26 pounds lighter than previous Road Glides. It feels and rides much lighter than that. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I just finished my ride up here, Wesley Chapel, Harley-Davidson, on this 2024 Harley-Davidson CVO ST. Guys, I wasn't lying when I told you that this was an amazing bike. One of the things that I wanted to tell you that I just now thought about is what I did not feel on this bike. It's 100 degrees out here today, and I'm soaked. So when I'm stopping at red lights, I'm not feeling the heat come off this motorcycle to make me even hotter. And I can't imagine. I would feel like I was in a sauna on a different engine. But that right there, a cooler riding bike. It goes back to the comfort end of an ST. It's a race bike, but it goes back to the comfort end of this bike. I didn't have all this heat coming up and hitting me inside of my helmet and making me feel like I was sitting in a sauna. What an absolutely amazing ride. Did I mention Wesley Chapel, Harley-Davidson, right over here, 2024 CVO Street Glide. You guys let me know down in the comments, have you ridden one? Do you own one? What do you think? I appreciate you watching today's episode. If you have not already, please hit the like button. Please consider subscribing to the channel. And OMG Nation, keep it old school. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Stall.
So guys, if you haven't watched the focus, then that won't
Say bye, Hardy.
Bye, Hardy.
Oh, this is recorded, by the way.
I didn't think it wasn't recorded.
Okay. Just checking.